Oh, well, welcome back to the Forensics Unplugged channel, guys. Great to see you. Today we're back with the E36. So we got a good running coolant system now, you know, like fan system and all that, and the aircon's been fantastic since regassing. It's really, it's been good timing because it's really hot at the moment. So the next thing I want to look at is the exhaust. So on the back of this car underneath here, you can see I've got a Super Sprint exhaust system. Could do with a bit of clean, actually. Could do with a little bit of a clean up, but never mind. Yeah, it's hard to stay on top of the underneath of this car. The underneath of this car's not too bad. I've noticed a little bit of a diff. Must be a bit of a diff leak there, and at the seal there's a bit of fluid. Generally it's okay though, not too crusty or rotten under here. The shell is pretty good, but it's like an old tank, like an old war tank under these E46s. Some point dropping all of this off and doing it all will be good. Now, exhaust leaks. So I can hear, and I think it was picked up in an MOT, that there was an exhaust blow somewhere. And it's coming, I think, I'm almost certain. You'll see why when I show you this. It looks like it's coming there from, so we've got the midsection exhaust there and the cats that connect to the back box pipes there at the top of the screen up there, with these two kind of, well, I suppose it's called the exhaust flange, isn't it? Now normally the end of those two pipes, let me just put this light down somewhere, maybe because this is a Super Sprint exhaust, I don't know, but normally I thought that the flange, that bracket on there, was the end of the exhaust and it mates up to the bracket normally of the other side, and then you tighten them up, and could be a gasket in between, and then you tighten them so it's completely sealed. But it looks, if you look really carefully between those two, it looks like inside of it, let's just get a bit closer, it looks like that it's the pipe, the back section pipe is sleeving into the midsection sleeves into the back section, and then these two kind of clamps almost just push them together. But it looks like a sleeving fit to me, and I'm not a mechanic, so there's a problem. So that's the first thing I was trying to get my head around. It looks like that, forgive this is a bit fiddly, it looks like obviously that pipe is our problem because of all the soot that you can see all over it. So that one looks okay to me, that other pipe. I could cover it in water and look for bubbles or do a smoke test on it, something like that, but I just don't think I need to with that amount of soot on this particular pipe. There is a little bit of flex there. Notice those two pipes aren't bridged at all. And it looks like, if I get right under there, it also looks like these aren't any weird captive nuts or anything like that. It just looks to me like they're nuts. Is that right? I'm looking in the viewfinder, but yeah, they're bolts, nuts and bolts. So I think the proper fix for this would be to get it up on a lifter, undo all of those, both of these, both those pipes, take the exhaust off, fill this up with exhaust sealant paste and put it back on again and just get that seal good. I haven't got the lifter, so I can't really do, well, I could get that off, but I don't fancy doing that. So I'm thinking in this video, I'm just going to try and tighten this up because, well, there doesn't seem to be much play. I'm wondering if it's just like the corrosion on the clamp as well, but it looks to me like it's coming back through there. So I'm wondering if just tightening it's going to work, but the problem is I don't think it's loose in that sense. It's still a bit toasty. I don't think it's loose in that sense, so I don't think just tightening that bracket is going to help. Look at the corrosion all over that bracket. That must be an original one. So I think this may well be a job is beyond my very limited skills. My very limited skills. I'm just looking at that other one. But have I got that right? I think I have got that right. You can see it just looks like a trumpet, that end, and then like the pipe going inside the trumpet. So it's a shame because it's a very simple problem, isn't it? But it's just half the battle with this is if you had a lifter, you would be able to do this yourself easily. But do I fancy being underneath that, unbolting all this, pulling it all apart, filling it up with exhaust paste, slapping it all back together and hoping it stops blowing? I think, and if it does blow, I've just made a mess for the person that's actually got to fix this. And I think maybe not. So what I'm going to try and do is just tighten that. So what does that look like? A 13mm spanner and a 13mm ratchet. So I think we'll just try and tighten this up and see if we get any joy with that. I'd be amazed if it's going to work. And I think we'll find when we try and tighten it, we can't. We can't. I've also got axle stands, 2 axle stands. So I've got one under there at the moment. I'll put another axle stand. I've got one underneath where the trailing arm mounts into the car, so there's no, it can't like drop on the axle and carry on dropping. So that should be a safe place. The other, I think I'll probably put the other one under the diff, just so if it does drop, I'm double protected. So let's take a spanner. It looked like a 13 to me, maybe. No, it's bigger than the 13, isn't it? I don't know. Try a 14. And we'll take a, what should we take? We'll take a breaker bar. Oh, nice one. And a 13mm socket. Take a 13 and a 14. I think it's a 13. You never know though. And whenever you get, you just take more than you need, so you don't have to get back off your derriere. So yeah, we've got that under that trailing arm there. Let's just put this underneath here. It's gonna just, if it does drop, it's gonna sit right on that. Look, most of it won't get that far because the trailing arm axle stand is going to catch it first. But I think I do need to get that jack out the way because it's going to throw me. These jacks are not, they don't just go quick. They get, oh. They tend to just go, when they go. Yeah, there it goes. Actually, that was good. That was good. Normally it's bad. And I've got that other jack under there, which is also going to support some weight. So, it's the first thing is you don't want to crush yourself. What have I done with that torch? Where's that torch gone? Oh, it's underneath. Right. So let's set the camera up. Let's see if we can just tighten. If you've got a good view there. Not the best, but it's all right. Let's put a 13mm on. Breaker. 13mm spanner. Let's get underneath this. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it is, yeah, we got lucky there. So let's just try and tighten these. Oh, that bolt is quite, that side of it felt really, oh, that's loose. Oh, we might be lucky here. Looks like a 12. I think that's a 12. Sorry, I'll change, yeah, that's not the right thing. So with 13 on one end, yeah, with 13, look, that's loose. So hold on a second, with 13 on one end, and then the nut is a 12. So Just come with me. I'll show you what I'm seeing, which is interesting. It is really loose. So we can definitely clamp down a bit more on that. So if we take, I think actually a ratchet would be the better option. If we take a 12mm ratchet, and we'll take a 12mm spanner as well. So come under with me. Come under with me. Here we go. This is right in my way now. You've probably got a great view, but it's right in my way. So here, right there, that's really loose. So what I want to do is, oh Jesus, this camera's right in the way. I can't get onto that with that. So get that 13mm on there. There we go. So hopefully you can see. Oh no, that's too tight. So I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to double spanner it. Oh yeah, that's better. Right. So I want you to be able to see this. So it's tightened up a little bit now, but this was really loose. So I think it looks like that bolt just needs a good tighten. Let's go with that. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's easier. Oh, there we go. That's biting down on it a bit more now. I want this really tight. Right, am I crushing metal though? Just want to have a look at something. Am I just crushing metal? Possibly. Oh yeah. So the corrosion. Oh, I see. I think I see what's happening. It's that bracket that's just corroded so badly. So I'm probably pulling it, and just as I tighten, I'm probably just cracking that. That's too far gone. That's too far gone. That's our problem. So I need a new one of those. Oh, shit. That means the exhaust is going to have to come off to fit that, isn't it? So, okay, just bear with me. I'm just going to get on there, you little swine. No, that won't go on there. I've got them in the wrong hand. So if I get that on there, and that on there, that could do with the tighten as well. If I'm lucky, just tightening this up might be of some benefit, because it's just going to pull it all in. Even though this end, it's definitely biting down more. So what I think I'm going to do is just run up the car and just see if we can see the leak. Bear with me. Oh, actually, you'll have good audio, won't you? Because I've got the microphone on. Can we interrupt this broadcast? Whoa, careful with the door. Do I need to be worried about anything here? I need to be worried about carbon bloody monoxide. Make sure I'm out of gear. Oh, make sure the immobiliser's off. Oh, turn the stezzer off, turn the aircon off. And then fire her up. Still sounded to me like that was blowing. But mind you, it's quite a boomy exhaust. Let's just get some detergent. Right, let's get under it. Just have a look. Oh shit, yeah. That's still blowing, isn't it? Yeah, that's still blowing. Might be a little bit better. do a bit more, hold on. Yeah, it's blowing. So that's our problem really. I think ultimately that bracket looks like it's rotten and that pipe isn't sealed. Looks like it's smaller than that other pipe. So I think it needs some exhaust sealant and it needs a new bracket. So let's just turn our stuff off. Let's turn that all off. Yeah, so to me guys, that even after tightening that, there isn't that much play in terms of, it's clamped in with good pressure, but one of the brackets is rotten and it looks like the inner pipe, the midsection pipe isn't sealed with the back box section. So I think it needs a load of exhaust sealant pipe paste, which I've got actually. I've got that somewhere. My little box of tricks, exhaust assembly paste. Yeah, that's kind of what I need. Permanent seal, guaranteed. How old's that? That's probably been in there. Oh, I think that might have gone off. It's been in there. That's gone off. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, I don't know. I'd probably buy another one. That one's been in there for a while, actually. It should be all right. I could. The problem is, what's the point in me trying to bodge it? What's the point in me trying to bodge it? I might save a bit of money. The thing I'm concerned about is even if I've replaced the bracket, it still looks like it's clamping and all that okay. So it does look like it needs sealing properly. One thing I'm worried about is that sealant may give you a good seal, but if you whack it, is that going to crack the sealant? Because that might have been what's caused this to go in the first place. I don't know. Yeah, it rides low, this car, but that is not a low point actually. So I don't know if it's caught the exhaust and that movement has done it, but I don't think so. Because you have to really catch it and the exhaust isn't smacked. I have ground out on this and like rubbed the exhaust, so it's probably that, but I haven't sort of gone over a speed bump at speed and it's gone bang. It's always just been going over slowly. It's like, ooh, I'm clear. That sort of thing, but maybe that's enough. So yes, what are your thoughts on that? I think I'm going to leave this one to the professionals. The car's due an oil service. And again, I was tempted to do it myself, but I think with this car, it had all that major work done and a full inspection service like 2 years ago or something like that. I did top up the oil recently, but it's due an oil service, just a cookie cutter oil service. So I'm thinking book it in with BMR, get the oil service done, get that exhaust thing done. They'll sort that out. Is there any other things I need doing on it? Or maybe get them to do the geo as well while I'm at it. Not radically change the geo, because I kind of like the stance, but we're getting premature tyre wear on the inside front left, as I talked about, and someone suggested, I said, well, it's all the camber and that, and yeah, someone quite rightly suggested it's probably less likely to do with camber because it's not wearing excessively on that right side, and probably more to do with the toe. It's probably got some toe out on it, some sort of drift setup. It looks like it might have a bit of toe. I know you've got to look at both. It's definitely got loads of camber. You can't really tell with the toe. We're up in the air and we're at a slight angle with the steering wheel, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's got a bit of toe out or something silly. And because of that, it's rubbing across the inner part with the camber. So the camber's not going to help. But yeah, it could be more toe or some sort of geometry problem. But yeah, I think it would be a good idea to get the geo checked. I wonder, I'll have a word with them and see. And if the geo isn't significantly out on the rear, just leave the rear okay. I've swapped tyres actually from there to there. So we've got the two fronts on the back to get rid of that vibration issue, which is gone now. So we've probably got two slightly more buckled tyres on the rear, which long term I will get fixed. And then so 3 jobs, oil change, plug up exhaust, geo the front. Yeah, maybe while they've got the car, just get them to have a look. Looking under there, shall I go under and get, yeah, we'll go under. Come on, come with me. Come with me. While we've got this up in the air. If we go under here, we've been under here before, but it's... So you see that rear subframe there, that's right where that big nut is that connects to the to that arm. Suspension on this is quite simple. It's a trailing arm. It's that trailing arm under there. Which has got that is connected to the hub, and then you've got the lollipop pan on top, and then this big long suspension arm underneath, and then you've got, what the hell is that thing? Oh, and there's another arm there. What is that? What the hell is that? What does that arm do there? Oh, that is. Obviously, you've got the drive shaft, and you've got to have. What? Oh, there's the anti-roll bar. So where's the anti-roll bar? There must be an anti-roll bar link somewhere. Oh, it's back over here or something. I can't quite see it. I'm just trying to look at the subframe. So to me, that subframe, I remember BMR telling me years ago when they did an inspection on this about the subframe, that it's crusty. It's not, well, it's crusty, isn't it? So it's not rotten. It's on its way. So at some point, dropping all of this off of the car, and they'll have like another set already powder coated and, you know, rust treated and whatever, and then put that on the car. The shell of the car is pretty good on this. The seals and all the floor plans and all that are actually pretty good, but there's so many crusty bits. I think they did those fuel ones there because they were gone, but those ones are a bit crusty. So while they've got that up, I could do that. What's that, 2 bolts? So I could just replace those. Yeah, those fuel ones over there have been done. The suspension arms are all okay, and the anti-roll bar looks okay. Where's the bushes? So there's the subframe bushes in there, and that's where the subframe mounts onto the car. So those bushes, I wonder if they're original. They look, it's hard to say, I can't really see, but they must have been done at some point, because I got BMR to go over the car, and some of the bushes, like in the trailing arms and stuff, they were worn and needed to be done. So everything that's worn out should be done. But I'm thinking if you're dropping the subframe off the car and putting a refurbished one on, I think it'd be silly not to put new bushes on. Well, you would, wouldn't you? Maybe put like Powerflex bushes on it, or just brand new stock ones, so it's not too, you know, new stock bushes will last a long time. Everyone Powerflexes them, I think. But yeah, just worried a little bit about that diff, that weep from the diff. That's not good, but it's probably been like that for a long time. Yeah, the rest of it, I think they did that heat shield. They put that heat shield in. The one that was in there was just like sitting on top. You know, it's normal. It's an old car. But unfortunately, yeah, the underside of this car's not quite as tidy as the top side. Look at all the dirt in there. I didn't do a very good job, did I, when I cleaned out the arch the other day? But I couldn't access this because I wasn't at this point of the car. But it's all dirty again from doing the under arches. Well, the under arches are pretty clean. But yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It'd be lovely to have the underneath of this car all like completely done. Just looking while I'm down here at the spare tyre panel in the car, which looks pretty good. A bit of corrosion around here, around this ring, but nothing too bad. Maybe I'll put a bit of rust cure on that. Yeah, interesting. That bracket they've replaced over there as well, you can see. So she's in she's in okay condition. She's in okay condition. This wouldn't need to be done. I could carry on driving the car for ages and just have a crusty subframe because the bushes are good. And it doesn't ever drip diff oil, so I think it's just a little low level weep, but that's not good, is it? So any fluids like that you see getting out, you want really fixed. But yeah, it's just a very low level weep, I think. You tell me. So you can see all that soot blowing back on those heat shields there where that is blowing. So yeah, my main problem is those brackets down there, and the exhaust needs sealing up, but that shouldn't be expensive. But yeah, you can save money doing it yourself. Let's just have a look at that. I remember all these brackets when I first bought the car. Was it the Club Sport? I think it was this one. We're all knackered. I think, yeah, I replaced these, I think. But I replaced them with the stock exhaust, and since then this exhaust has been done. It's pretty clean under here, actually. Yeah, nice exhaust, this Super Sprint thing. So let us take the axles out and we'll get all my spanners. What I wouldn't do to have a proper two-post lifter, because if you had the lifter, you just unbolt that back box completely. You just lift it up, unbolt that back box, take it off, get the new brackets, maybe, I don't think you need new hardware, you don't need new bolts, get the parts, put it all back together, put a bit of exhaust sealant in, and you'd save yourself money. But yeah, I don't think I could fit a two-post lifter in this garage. The height would be the problem. Maybe we'll go take the roof off. No, that wouldn't be good. Okay, anyway, let us know your thoughts on that. What would you do with that? Would you try and fix that yourself? Or some of you would, I know. Some of you would whip that off and fix that. But to me, if I take that exhaust off, that's it. Car can't use car, and it'll be out of action for too long. Yeah, I could whip it off, just fill it up with exhaust paste and put it back on. Let that exhaust paste set, and that will fix, I think, the leak. But if that clamp is rotten, and it is, and it's bending as I tighten it, any disturbance on that is probably, that clamp essentially it's under pressure, so eventually it's going through heat cycles, it's getting salt and corrosive stuff on it, and it's already deteriorating to the point where it's just rotting away. So that means parts, and that means get someone that knows what they're doing. If in doubt, get someone that knows what they're doing. Adios.